If you've ever said something in English and felt a little embarrassed right after, like you knew it wasn't quite right but you weren't sure why, this video is for you. I want to walk you through 5 mistakes that almost every English learner makes, no matter what your native language is.